Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another video where today I'm in my own little place, and today I'm going to be doing a mod review on. Yes, you can see now that there's something different. Instead of just basically circling, it's now just in the ground. Basically, as you can see now. It's really cool. So this is a fun little mod that you can install if you're just getting bored with normally when you just have, sometimes it gets boring just to have, let me just, there's a squid over there. So it's, this is, why is my world not loading in? So basically, as I was saying, sometimes it gets boring just having a little, basically just a drop item floating around in a little circle. So what this ad does is it makes things basically like you actually threw it in the ground and just basically it gets stuck in the ground. It's really, really fun. And what's cool is some items, as you can see here, a bunch like these blocks, they stack into basically a little thing of cobblestone, and you can see it's kind of building and adding to it. So when you come to pick them up, you still get the same amount even though it looks different. So one of the better things about this is when you have things like ender pearls. I have enders, slime balls, snowballs. I'm gonna grab a bunch of random items. I'm gonna see how each one looks. So each one has its own special way. So let's go out here. Chunk finally loaded in. And as you can see, with an ender pearl. Okay. So if you throw something that looks like a circle like this, it's gonna go flat on the ground and it looks really, really cool. So it works with all of these things. And personally, this is one of my favorite little things about the mod. Because it's just so fun to throw a bunch of these snowballs. And it works, and it's compatible with other mods. So if you have something from another mod, let me see. Well, I'll do that. I'll show you. I have another mod that's also here. I'll grab here. So here's something from the Block Lanes mod. If I throw it, it still works like that. So it works anything. Works it's compatible with other mods, like I said. So if I go over here, if I just throw a bunch of, if I throw a whole thing of snowballs, you can see they stack up, which is really, really cool about it. And here, you can actually make the stack very high. So I'm gonna throw a bunch of these slime balls. I'm gonna throw all of them. I know that I could easily just basically go in here and throw this out, but it doesn't work well. And as you can see, there's a little stack of slime balls, and they go. See, so as you can see, they're not just staying on one block in the middle or anywhere, but as you can see here, it's in the corner of this one block. That's very, very nice. So I'm gonna throw a diamond down, and you can see it falls flat on the ground. A bone flat on the ground. Emerald flat on the ground, bowl flat on the ground, and clay flat on the ground. So these are things that are basically, they're all flat. So I'm going to grab some things like an iron sword. It would still go flat on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and pick myself up. Here, some stone. So if I throw a stone block down, you can see it kind of sinks into the ground, like you threw it really far. And you can actually get this to go really far. Okay, but sometimes it will, yes, it will, they will connect. Most of the time they will connect, so that way you can't get them too far away. Let's go this way, let's find another thing to thread. So things like bones, they will go flat on the ground, and you can see there that the shadow shows. So they are still floating, so they did keep that feature in it, which is very, very awesome about it. So here, let's throw some of these. Boom, boom, boom. So once again, flat on the ground, and they look really, really nice. So it's kind of like putting them in an item frame, because this time it's on the floor. So it's much better than having an item frame. Let's get over here. There we go. So once I go to bed and wake up, hopefully, there we go. So let's, what should I throw? Oh, a torch. Let's see. So you can actually kind of do tricks with these, actually. So let's grab a cake. Sometimes you can actually make them stand up on their side. I don't know if that I'm going to be able to. It doesn't look like it, but I'm going to try. Go up high. Let's see. What do I have? I could stand up. A milk bucket? No. Yeah, some of those. No. Kind of. Oh, there we go. There we go. So see, it can fall any way, and as you can see here. Well, see, if this one's on the side, these are like that. Let's do this again. So things like this, you can have them go anywhere. So as you can see, they're all different. Like this one's like that, like this, and you can actually they actually will start moving. Like they'll start shaking. Normally, like a normal one, basically a normal block. So it still keeps that. It will, like I said, it does start shaking. Let's see, there we go. So that way it's always moving. Okay, it's not always moving, but it will move. It will move, and it'll see like that. They'll shake. So they're basically more noticeable than basically just having a block just float. They're and what I like about this most is that, like, if let's say you're basically exploring and like you see a desert temple, and you like a block falls on the pressure plate that blows everything up. Well, they won't do. Let me see. This actually hasn't been something I've tested. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it won't blow up at all. So you can grab things like light pressure plates, normal pressure plates. I'm gonna put some TNT down. I'm gonna go forward with my hand. I'm gonna do it on this little island. Let's see. If I put a thing like this down, let's grab sand. So let's put a light down. Oh, okay, but look at that, it does. Okay, I think it only does it with light pressure plates though, so let's do that again. Let's try that again. TNT, let's just grab what you would normally find in a desert temple. Just normal pressure plates, so boom, 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 and see? It won't blow up at all. Those are normally what you'd find, and you'd normally just fall down on that. But with this mod, they fall down and they won't blow the TNT up. So it's much better if you're mining. Let's say most of the time there would be a little thing like it would be like this. So there's a little placing thing right here. So most of the time you would dig down here, but sometimes you would like if you're digging, you accidentally dig this one down, it would fall all the way down if you're not able to pick it up, and it would land on the pressure plate. But if you have this mod installed, then it won't at all. It will not blow the pressure. It won't push the pressure plate, blowing up the temple. So you will still get the treasures. And even if it does blow up, if you accidentally fall in it, let's just most of the time you'll find things like cobwebs and stuff. So it's much easier to actually see them. Even when it's dark, it's still easy to see the things. And see, like if a chicken lays an egg, it'll just go on the ground. So it's much more noticeable than a little floating thing. In some cases, though, when there's grass, it can be harder to see it. But as you can see here, I can still see it because obviously, since they're different colors, they really stand out, and it also adds a bit more light to the actual thing, just the smallest bit, but it's so small that you can't really see that. You can't really tell that it's there. So here, let's see. That's really the main feature about this mod. So let's see. Some water. Let's just throw a block in here. I say a piece of stone. I want to test to see if it floats. Does it kind of float? No. But it's very, very neat looking. If you're just walking across and you actually see stuff in the pond, it's really fun to find. So let's just throw all this back in the pond because I like this. I just like the pond with all this stuff. But yes, the items will stack together in a nice little thing, and you can really differentiate them from the other ones, because normally if you just throw a bunch of random stuff without this mod installed, you can't really tell what's there. But with this, since it's on the ground, you can basically see what kind of eggs there are. Like for this little spawn egg pile, you can see what kind of eggs there are. You can tell that there's only a few eggs, but there are 2 mushroom eggs. So let's just throw this away. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a few random eggs around. Let's see. So yeah, so I'd say about 4 eggs. Creeper egg, spider egg, 2 skeleton eggs, and a cave spider egg. So it's really easy to tell what kind of things are. So I'm just going to throw these like this. And since they're different objects, they will kind of have like an opposite magnetic pole. So they push each other away so you won't get confused. So I threw a grass block and a stone block. Since basically the different blocks, they went in 2 different directions. So let's throw this away. So anything like the sponges, and let's get a wet sponge. Sponge and wet. Oh, okay. Can't get wet sponges. Oh. It's because I'm in 1.10.10. Apparently can't get wet sponges, but let's see another block. Let me see. So it needs to be the same block, except it has to be different. So I guess we can do crafting tables. Wait, no. I was thinking about doing chests and trap chests, except they look exactly the same. So I'm gonna grab 2 of these. So 1 down. So they won't. Even if you do them like that, they'll still they won't go together where you can't see that there's 2. And also with this mod, it allows you to see the bottom of things. So most of the time, you normally have to do this to see the bottom of a crafting table. If you want to see what's under it, because most people don't know what's under what it actually looks under a crafting table. Don't know why. But if I throw them like this, they can land upside down, and you can see the bottoms of them easily. So let's see what the bottom performance is. Yep, just stone. So that's a fun little feature about it. And things like flower pots, they'll just land flat on the ground. And if I throw some red tulips down, see, they'll all go in a little pile, so you can tell there's going to be more than one. Let's grab an oak sapling. You can see it's really, really awesome looking. So if you go up to a tree and then you start breaking the stuff down, and then you see See, like the 8, like that. But if you start breaking it down and you see an apple fall down, it's just so fun to see the little apple just flat on the ground. And you can actually pick it up and then eat it. So that's really the main purpose of this mod. It adds it so you can see them better and you can see what's in a pile. Because like I said, if you had normal items and you just, like a chest blew up, like people blew up one of your chests with a bunch of stuff, everything would go flying. And you wouldn't be able to see, like it would just be a massive pile which you couldn't even see, like you couldn't tell what was in it, like if some of your items were gone. But with this, if I go over here, you can do this. And you can really see what's in here. Like there's different types of wool, ores. Like I could probably name all of them, except don't really have the time for that. So I'm gonna wrap this up, I guess, right now. So if you can throw a bunch of things like a bunch of utilities or utensils or whatever, tools. So you can see they'll all go different places, even though you're throwing them in the exact same, like you're standing right here. They just flip in the air. That's really, really awesome. And let's throw some of these down. They'll stack. So things that are round or like a compass. This is one of the really cool ones. Let's see. So I'm going to throw a bunch of these on. They will actually change their direction depending on what way it's looking. So let's see, that one's like this, and they will actually move. That's one of my favorite little things about this, because it actually lets it still move, even though it's like it won't move. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure that if you just do a bunch of compasses on the ground without this mod installed, then you wouldn't be able to. Well, the compass wouldn't move. You wouldn't see the little compass part actually move, like the little red thing move, the red line move in the compass if you threw it on the ground. Except with this mod, we can land flat on the ground, and it'll move. Yeah. So that's a really, really, really awesome little feature about it. So it's still fall, and it will start to move, which is awesome. It's really, really awesome about it. So now that's pretty much it. So I'm going to wrap up. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.